reporting live from Studio 189 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we're taking you to a newly discovered planet that we call Sheropia. Let's go to Emily and Hannah, our field ecologists, that are taking a look at Sheropia, which rotates around the star Bellatrix in Orion's belt. To you, Emily and Hannah.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. Now, tell me, what is the ecosystem like up there in Sheropia?
Well, it's very tropical here. As a matter of fact, it's a huge jungle. Temperatures here can be very hot in the day and cold at night, and they can range from 30 degrees to 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, that sure is interesting. Tell me all of the biotic species in Sheropia. First, give me a list of 3 omnivores.
Well, first is the vernivora. The vernivora is poisonous because it eats the quail vine, which is also poisonous. It connects the lilo trees to the ground because they float above ground. That brings us to the spotted slake. It's also an omnivore. It eats the eggs of the Gydus stellar, and it has spots to blend in with its habitat.
Those were some great omnivores, but now I want to hear about the herbivores. Give me a list of them, girls.
Okay, first we have xylotex. They're small bird-like creatures that have small beaks and stubby legs. They eat loranges that grow on lilo trees.
There's also a community of kikli, which is basically a mutant cat with long, big ears for great hearing. They eat grass.
Our next herbivore is the Gydus stellar, which acts as stars when the clouds cover the sky because of their lights on their tails. They also eat grass.
There's also the duckfish that use their huge lips to suck in algae and is eaten by the consumer, the krill shark.
Last but not least, give us at least 3 carnivores.
First up, we have the farnivorous plant. This plant can draw in prey by vivid light. Its sticky tendrils grab prey.
We also have the krill shark. It lives at the bottom of the rivers and has tiny islets to see. Another carnivore is the hexapod. It has poisonous drool that kills its prey on the spot.
Our last carnivore is the lucan, which is the fearsome top predator on the food chain. They hunt at night and have all muscle, no fat.
What are the decomposers like in Sheropia?
The decomposers include incendials. They're huge ant hybrids. Next, the larvae. These are adequately named because even the adults look firstborn, only they are over 7 feet long. Great thing they're friendly. These creatures eat at night.
Wow, girls, stellar. I'm wondering if humans are going to be able to inhabit this new planet. But I might be able to hypothesize once you tell me about the vegetation on planet Sheropia.
Right. As we said, there are lilo trees that can grow up to 650 feet tall. They take in oxygen and clean it, as well as all the other plants except the quail vines. Many animals have their dens under the lilo trees because they are curtained by the vines. Also, the lilos are a strange producer.
Amazing. Such a wonder of nature.
Yes, in fact, one main contributor from the food web is a lightning flower that resembles the bird of paradise in Hawaii. And it was competition of the lilo tree because it needed nutrients from the ground, so it shrank shorter.
Is the lightning flower pollinated?
Yes. By huge zolos, a mutation of a bee, they grow to be 10 feet long.
And between the zolos and the flowers, it's a mutualistic relationship.
Girls, how are these animals connected? What other types of symbiotic natures are there?
The cell parasite is like lice or ticks, but bigger. It feeds on the top predator, the lucan, and this is a parasitic relationship.
Next is the sterling that lives in the rivers, and it attaches itself onto the duckfish, then cleans it, eating the leftover algae. This is a commensalistic relationship because the sterling only benefits from its actions, and the duckfish isn't harmed. As by cleaning the duckfish, the sterling exhibits its natural niche.
How about an interesting fact? The sun, an abiotic factor, appears green because of its new chemical compound that's confusing the field of team scientists here. But actually, the sun is blue because it's so hot.
There is also a chance to travel to Sheropia, but you must undergo a 1-year training course at NASA, and the round trip is $5 million.
That's great. I can see there is a great deal of population in Sheropia. Thanks, Hannah and Emily, for being with us on Studio 189 in Indianapolis, Indiana.